The benefits of coaching staff to deal with conflict. One of the most difficult things that a manager will have to deal with is conflict in the workplace. Conflict is caused by a variety of factors, including personality clash, difference in personal and professional values, competitive pressures, poor communication. If not handled appropriately, an internal conflict can evolve into a major problem. Even worse, when it arises between an employee and a customer, the effects can be devastating. Handling conflict by talking. Conflict often begins with two parties, disputants, who have opposing views on a particular situation or circumstance. Secondary parties will be drawn into the conflict, although these have an indirect stake in its outcome. There may also be third parties that become involved, bystanders who become involved as intermediaries or dialogue facilitators as the conflict becomes more drawn out and polarized. Clearly, the sooner the conflict is resolved, the less damaging it will be. Allowing open wounds to fester only increases the likelihood of long-term disease in the workplace. In the worst-case scenario, conflict will need to be contained. This may lead to a manager taking disciplinary action, calling on witnesses, acting as a referee, and ultimately making a judgment call and becoming a peacekeeper. Time-consuming stuff that removes the manager from focusing on strategic issues. Rather than allowing a situation of conflict to evolve to this point, far better is to develop an environment in which employees feel able to talk, raise concerns, and know that their views will be heard fairly. Central to this workplace strategy is the coaching of employees in conflict resolution techniques. The 4 rules in conflict resolution. When analyzing conflict resolution strategy, we can see that there are 4 roles taken by intermediaries during conflict resolution. The first of these is as a mediator, working to try to work out the differences. The danger is that neither side listens. The second sees the arbitrator step in, discussing what is fair. This is likely to require give and take from both sides, with the problem being that there is residual resentment and a feeling that fairness has not been achieved. An equalizer will try to level the playing field, but again, this can leave a feeling that the field is unfairly sloping towards one of the disputants. Finally, the healer attempts to get the disputants to shake hands and make up. The power of coaching employees in conflict resolution. In an ideal world, all workplaces would be free from conflict. But conflict is a natural event between humans who have different backgrounds, education, values, and goals. In workplaces where employees have been coached in conflict resolution skills, a number of distinct benefits are assured. Employees who have worked their way through a conflict are often seen to benefit from closer working relationships, and teams become closer knit. Employees who are trained in conflict skills understand how to navigate a conflict, acting as one or more of the 4 intermediary positions outlined above. Employees are more able to identify their own problems quickly, reducing the downtime caused by internal disputes. Managers are less likely to be disturbed, and customer concerns and complaints are more actively dealt with. Unresolved conflict increases tension in the workplace, and as discussed above, can quickly draw in other employees. Morale falls and productivity follows. And you'll find a better, more relaxed, and more highly productive working environment. Those employees who have been coached to deal with conflict will act more objectively and less subjectively. They will be more open to the ideas and views of others, and more understanding of emotional references. This objectivity also helps to improve problem-solving skills in the workplace. Breaking down conflict resolution behavior. Clearly, it is in the interests of the businesses, its managers, and employees that employees are adept at dealing with conflict. When coaching these skills, the first points of reference must be to identify what are the natural behaviors of an individual when in a situation of conflict. The 2 dimensions of behavior can be described as being either assertive or cooperative. In my next article, I'll look at how these 2 dimensions manifest themselves as response to situations of conflict. Contact Forward Focus today to discuss the benefits your business will receive when it helps employees to deal with conflict.